Who's just into the Eyewitness Newsroom right now. We've learned that music entertainer Ray J has been arrested by LAPD. Jail records show he was arrested around 4 this morning. We're still awaiting word on why he was arrested, but records show it's for a felony.
Okay, so Ray J is trending again, but this time it's serious. And I mean serious. Like, I have a month to live, serious.
2027 is definitely a wrap for me.
No, don't say that, brother. Don't say that.
That's what the doctor.
No. Fuck the doctor. No.
Now, before y'all come for me in the comments, yes, I hope he's okay. Genuinely. But bestie, the timing is what has the entire internet in a full forensic investigation mode right now. Because here's the thing, Ray J just got out of court, like days before this health scare dropped. He's facing criminal charges in California. Nothing major, but still enough to potentially land him in jail. And now, all of a sudden, he's got a life-threatening heart condition. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying the math ain't mathing for a lot of people. So let's get into it. All right, so here's the tea. Ray J, yes, that Ray J, the one who gave us One Wish, the Kim K tape, love and hip-hop drama, and a whole career of chaos, just announced that he's been diagnosed with a serious heart condition. And according to him, doctors told him he might only have a month to live. Now, when someone says something like that, your first reaction is obviously shock, right? Like, oh my God, I hope he's okay. And a lot of fans did respond that way. Prayers, well wishes, the whole thing. But then people started looking at the timeline. Because literally days before this announcement, Ray J was in a California courtroom facing misdemeanor criminal charges. Now, we don't know all the details of the case, but here's what we do know. Under California law, if you have a documented serious medical condition, the court can delay or even pause your legal proceedings, especially if you're looking at possible jail time. So now people are asking, is this a tragic coincidence or is this strategic? And listen, I'm not here to diagnose the man, but the optics, bestie, the optics are loud. Let's talk about Ray J's track record real quick because context matters. This is the same man who has been accused of doing the most for attention over the years. Remember when he was on TV crying about how he wanted to change his life? Or when he was beefing with literally everyone on Love and Hip Hop? Or when he was going live on Instagram every other week with a new meltdown? Ray J is known for being dramatic. That's not shade. That's just facts. He's a reality TV star. Drama is the brand. So when someone with that kind of history suddenly announces a life-threatening illness immediately after facing legal trouble, people are gonna side-eye it. That's just how the internet works. And here's where it gets messier. Ray J has publicly said in the past that he didn't want to be here anymore. Now that could mean a lot of things, depression, exhaustion, burnout. But when you combine that with this sudden health crisis, it raises questions. Is this a cry for help? Is this real? Is this both? Because here's the thing. Two things can be true at once. Ray J could genuinely be sick, like actually struggling with a serious heart condition, and the timing could still be suspicious as hell. Those things are not mutually exclusive. But let's talk about what's really got people spiraling, the legal loophole. In California, if you're facing criminal charges and you can provide medical documentation of a serious health issue, the court has to take that into consideration. They can postpone hearings. They can delay sentencing. In some cases, they can even reduce or drop charges if the defendant is deemed too ill to stand trial. Now, I'm not saying Ray J is faking, but I am saying that if someone wanted to delay court proceedings, a sudden medical emergency would be a pretty effective way to do it. And the internet is all over this theory. But here's where the conversation gets real heavy. Some people online aren't just talking about the legal angle. They're talking about karma. They're talking about dark energy. They're talking about the fact that Ray J has been adjacent to some of the darkest moments in pop culture. And maybe, just maybe, that energy is catching up to him. Let's not forget, Ray J dated Whitney Houston right before her tragic death. He was one of the last people to see her alive. And while no one is blaming him for what happened, there's no denying that he was there in the orbit of that tragedy. Then there's Wendy Williams. Ray J and Wendy had a whole public thing, and now Wendy's life has completely unraveled. Conservatorship, health issues, the works. Again, not saying Ray J caused it, but people online are pointing out the pattern. And now Ray J himself is facing a serious health crisis. Some fans are saying this is the universe coming full circle, that when you're constantly surrounded by chaos, trauma, and tragedy, whether you caused it or not, it leaves a mark. And eventually that energy comes back. Now, do I believe in all that spiritual woo-woo stuff? I don't know. But what I do know is that Ray J has lived a messy life. And mess, unresolved trauma, and stress, that stuff affects your body, your mind, your heart, literally. So maybe this isn't about him faking anything. Maybe it's about the weight of everything finally catching up. Now, here's the real question, and this is where I want y'all to sound off in the comments. Can Ray J be genuinely sick and the timing still be suspicious? Because that's the tension here. Nobody wants to accuse someone of faking a serious illness. That's dark. But at the same time, we're allowed to ask questions when the timeline is this convenient. And honestly, I think the answer is yes. Both things can be true. Ray J could be struggling with a real heart condition, stress, lifestyle, genetics, whatever. And he could also be aware that this diagnosis buys him time in court. Those two realities can exist at the same time. But here's what bugs me. If this is real, if Ray J is genuinely facing a life-threatening illness, then why does it feel like we're all waiting for the other shoe to drop? Why does it feel like we're expecting the plot twist? And I think that says something about Ray J's reputation. When your whole career has been built on drama, exaggeration, and spectacle, people stop believing you, even when you might actually need them to. That's the tragedy of being the boy who cried wolf. Eventually, even when the wolf is real, nobody comes running. So here's my question for y'all. Do you think Ray J is really sick? Or do you think the timing is just too perfect? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I want to know where y'all stand on this. And listen, whatever the truth is, I hope Ray J gets the help he needs, whether that's medical, legal, or emotional, because at the end of the day, this man has been through it. We all have. But if this does turn out to be some next level finesse, bestie, we're going to need a whole part 2. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Hit that like button if you made it this far. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay messy, stay curious, and always check the receipts.